Hi, Lee Phillips here. I'm an attorney. Like I always say, don't hold that against me. What I want to talk about is how you would add another guy, another member, stockholder, only in LLC language it's called a member, how you add another person to the ownership of an LLC. And it's pretty easy. The individual needs to somehow move consideration, as we would call it, into the LLC. It pays, the person buys into it, they do sweat equity, they work their way into it. If you just give them membership in the LLC, did you notice that word give? Then that is a gift to them of the value of the membership of the LLC, whatever that value is. If there's $1 million in the LLC and you give 25% of it, then you gave them $250,000 worth of value. Now I understand discounting and all that crap, but basically that's what we're doing. So they buy into it somehow, or you gift it. Then you need to have a minute entry that says that we are accepting Joe as a new member of the LLC. I'm assuming that this is a little LLC and we're not talking about lots of members. You could have LLCs that have lots and lots of members if they're taxed under Chapter C of the IRS code. But we're assuming this is a little mom and pop LLC and we want to add our son. Or some states now are requiring multiple members, more than one member in an LLC, in order to get the charging order protection. So you've set up an LLC, you're the only member, and the state, you learn, or the state changes its laws and says you need multiple members of your LLC. Well, the way you get them in is you have the minute entry, then you have to issue a membership certificate. So you should have a logbook. It's like a stock ledger. And you issue stock certificate or membership certificate number 2 to Joe, and he gets such and such a percentage of the interest in the LLC. So that's pretty easy so far. Some states require that you list the LLC members on the state records. And most of the time you're going to get an annual update. You need to update the state and you have to pay your fees and all of that sort of thing. And if they require that you list the members, at least when you get the annual update, you need to put the new member on there. Otherwise, you can, if they require it, and you should do it pretty quick actually, not wait for the annual, you can file an amended document with the state and show the additional member. So there could be a state aspect of it, there's a bookkeeping aspect of it, and there is a minute aspect of it, a meeting acceptance aspect of it. Now you need to read your operating agreement, because the operating agreement may say that there's a procedure for accepting a new member, or if Joe has sold his membership interest to somebody else, then other members may have a first right of refusal. So we have to follow the rules, and the rules are your operating agreement. Read the operating agreement, see what it is. But basically, it's accept the guy in the minutes, change the stock ledger, issue the certificate, and then, if required, update it with the state. We now have another member of the LLC. That doesn't satisfy the question, do I have a multi-member LLC for the state requirements in order to get the charging order protection? Charging order protection, that's another YouTube video that we've got, and the multiple member requirements to get the charging order is another video also. So how do you get a new member? Follow the rules. And there's this basic structure that you're going to do.